Hello and welcome to the canal. I've said that a few times, haven't I? And living close to a network of canal systems in the Black Country and wider area, then obviously I take advantage of that, especially on a day like today where I'm working from home. I've just cast out, by the way, I'm watching the rod top. I'm working from home. I was up bright and early this morning, got some work to do, done that. Now I'm popping out just for about an hour and a half. Then I've got to get back home at lunchtime because today is the release of the second phase of the JD Cymru Premier fixtures. So I need to be there to cover that. But in between, making the most of every opportunity, I'm out on the canal. It's a cold day. The high pressure continues, but the sun's up. Although it was very icy, I had to scrape the car this morning, and as you can see from the image, Shemai Dithlin. Hello, Monday. It is a Monday morning, and I do appreciate the fact that although I've got to work as well, and flexibility is the name of the game, nevertheless, here I am fishing, albeit for a short session. I've cast out. There's still a lot of sediment in the water due to the recent heavy rains. That's falling out now though. Hopefully I'll be able to catch a fish this time round. But when you fish as I do every day, if I can, most days of the year, they have to be short sessions. If you were to stay here, for example, all day long from first thing till last, then you'd probably catch anyway just by the law of averages. But what I have to do is I have to hit and run sometimes. I have to get there, do my fishing, then get back home or wherever I am to carry on with the rest of the day. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I'll tell you what, it suits me down to the ground. And talking of cups of tea, although I'm only here for a short period of time, I've brought the flask with me. Hopefully I'll be back with a fish. I'm ready to go home shortly, drinking my last cup of tea. I haven't had a tap. Having said that, the conditions aren't ideal. The temperature, water temperature obviously, the sediment is still in the water from the recent rains, and perhaps more importantly, the high pressure is at an all-time high. Well, it hasn't been this high for 10 years. That's what they said on the news last night. So whilst it doesn't necessarily affect us, we don't notice the difference. The fish most certainly do. And a couple of anglers have passed me, or people who fish, not necessarily fishing today, but they've said that it's been very, very slow in the last couple of days, that they haven't caught anything at all, even in pegs where they would fish because they know they would catch something. They've still blanked and not had a tap. But I'm a great believer that as long as your bait's in the water, you've got a chance. On this occasion, I didn't, but I've enjoyed it, and I'm still going to put it out as a blog entry for two reasons. First of all, number one, we do blank. That's part of the journey. We always have to see the big picture of fishing, because although we may blank today, tomorrow we might catch something. And as I look over the course of the year, I will have fishless sessions, but at the same time, I'll also have some good catches along the way. But secondly, and this is equally as important, if not more so, I've enjoyed it today. You can't beat being out here in the great outdoors, can you? And I've been watching the birds and feeding maggots to moorhens and mallards and also blackbirds behind me. Surprisingly, no robins today. They're normally the angler's favourite. But if you're out and about yourself, regardless of the pressure, regardless of what the water clarity is like, and regardless of the temperatures, enjoy.